All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2, OTB 104.5, ESPN Baton Rouge. We are here, boots on the ground, at the 2025 SEC Media Days in Atlanta, Georgia. Going to have coaches coming up on the podium. Up today, it is Alabama and Mississippi State first, and then in the afternoon session, it is the Florida Gators, Matt's favorite team, and the Oklahoma Sooners. So we've got that coming up.
What you calling me out for?
How do you know I was talking about you? Not Moscona.
Tricky.
Yes, sir. Would you interview a Florida Gator player?
Yeah, I just sit there and, I don't know, bark at him or something. I don't know.
Are you a Georgia Bulldog now?
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my mind.
Barking at people?
I don't know.
What are we doing here?
Tiger growl at him.
There you go.
Yeah, dude. Whatever. Let's do it.
Let's
get Billy on.
Scared money don't make money. Billy Napier. I did feel like when Blake Shapen was telling his favorite Evangel moment, and he was talking about Levi Lewis, the quarterback, and he's like, yeah, you remember him. And I went to say, I was talking to you. I was like, yeah, he's from ULL. And he said UL, and I added the extra L. I was like, oh, man, I'm going to catch some heat for that, huh?
I don't understand that. Why do you catch heat for it?
Some people are very particular about it.
I get it, but, like, I mean.
It's just the way, it's what I
That's what you get for changing your initials. I don't know.
So you're a ULLer?
I mean, I think that's what I go to, like, automatically. Then I kind of self-correct myself. But, like, if I'm just talking fast, which I do a lot, and just you catch me on the spur.
Bro Bible, slice bread.
Bro Bible, slice bread.
All right, coming up, as we mentioned, so it is Alabama, Mississippi State, and, of course, you've already heard from Mississippi State's quarterback and head coach. Kalen DeBoer, look, he's walking around right now, and he's got, like, a pretty decent-sized group following him. I mean, nowhere, obviously, near what Coach Saban used to have, like that. You talk about, like, Arch Manning or the crowd that he used to have, like that used to be.
I can imagine.
That used to be Coach Saban. But Kalen DeBoer, it's an interesting deal because it didn't fall off a cliff last year. I mean, they were 9-3. But at Alabama, they were 9-3.
No.
And so a lot of people are like, all right, coach, that's your 1 year. That gets back to the title.
Okay, but I went 9-3 first year, like brand new program. Like we talked about, you just brought it up, but like Arch has these unfair expectations set on him. Of course, Kalen DeBoer has the same type of unfair expectations on him. You follow a legend like that. I mean, you know what you're getting yourself into when you take the job on the heels of Nick Saban retiring. But there's nothing in Kalen DeBoer's history that says he's not going to get it turned around and be competitive and try to at least be dangerous and in the mix every single year. Now, I don't think we'll ever see a run that like Nick Saban had. I just don't think that is possible in this new NIL world. I think that has created so much parity in the sport of college football. And you know, when it first started, everybody's like, "Oh man, this is going to make such a top-heavy. Like only the big boys can afford to go pay these players. It's going to be top-heavy. We're going to have 4 or 5 dominant players every year, and no one's going to be able." Well, it kind of did the opposite thing that I don't know if anybody foresaw. It created so much parity because guys are now leaving to go to smaller schools because either they can afford to do it or they're looking at it as like a stepping stone to get back to another big, so it's created so much parity. But so I don't think you'll ever see the run again that Nick Saban had. Maybe we will. Maybe something surprises us. But there's nothing like Kalen DeBoer is a really good head football coach. Okay, so but
his record still is.
But it's crazy
insane.
to say. But like, how many 9-3 seasons can he have? Right? Isn't that wild?
Well, I say it's crazy, but we're crazy in the SEC.
Sure. And even crazier in Alabama.
Like LSU and Alabama and Auburn and Florida. I mean, I could just Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, Texas A&M, like crazy. Mm-hmm. That's a term of endearment. We're passionate. And, you expect greatness. Now, some of these teams expect it even though they haven't had it, but certainly the ones that have had it, they do expect it. And so, you're right. It does when you say 9-3, you're like, wait,
Yep.
no way, like that's how it is.
And that's the one fan base like that you can, because of the success they have, you can accomplish all your goals as a program, like inside the locker room, inside the walls of what you're trying to build, how you like the transition of a new coach and a new program. Like you can accomplish all those goals, but not accomplish the goals of the fans and the expectations of the fans. So, certainly from a fan standpoint, you go 9-3 too many, the noise gets pretty loud, whether that's fair or unfair. That's the position. That's the position Caleb DeBoer chose to go into.
Yeah.
He's not dumb. Like he knew that expectation, right?
And it was always going to take somebody, I think, like a Caleb DeBoer. He was coming off a national championship appearance. I mean, I don't quote me on this, but he was something like 110-12 as a head coach on all levels.
Pretty good.
That dog will hunt.
That dog
right.
will
So I like the fact that he left. Like that's a guy. Let's be honest. If he wanted to stay at Washington for 10 years and make the most money on the West Coast, maybe outside of Oregon, he could have done that. He did challenge himself to go down to Alabama. It was 9-3. There was, look, the Oklahoma loss, the Vanderbilt loss. Those are the ones I think the Alabama fans are probably most upset by because of like. One, Oklahoma was struggling. They beat them. And then, you can't lose to Vanderbilt at Alabama. Oh, man, Vanderbilt ended up, having a good football team. I wonder what it's like, though, if he does go 9-3 this year in Tuscaloosa. If he does another 9-3, and he's got some losses that aren't Georgia or Texas, or those type of teams, LSU.
Yeah, it's going to depend on how the losses look and who they're to. I mean, certainly two of their losses last year, Vanderbilt and Oklahoma, where it was not great. It wasn't a good look for the big old Crimson Tide going in there, and those are just not losses that a fan base is. But if you go 9-3 and the optics of the losses are a lot better, it's certainly a whole different conversation. So. Yeah, we'll see. The expectations they have, I mean, I can only imagine the weight that he's got to carry around. But again, look, he's getting paid well to do it. He knew what he was doing, and kudos to him for challenging himself on that. But like you said, I mean, the record prior to getting to Alabama is unmatched out there from just a wins and loss record, and the programs that he's turned around and made super relevant.
He is now 113-16. In his head coaching career. I guess they did go 9-4. They did lose a bowl game to Michigan. But one of the themes of this media day, there's not, and because we're talking Alabama, it brings it to mind, and we had Georgia yesterday. It's not the feeling like I've had. This is media day, I think 7 that I've been to. And typically when you get here, it's like, okay, you've got top tier. Sometimes it can be 3 teams. A lot of times it's 2 teams. Top tier, middle tier, and then everybody else. It's just like it feels like middle tier, and then like 3 teams at the bottom. Like it doesn't feel
kind of in the same.
You can't okay. We have let's see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 desks right here on the front row of media day. I bet if you said let's go down the line, let's ask these 8 tables SEC champion this year, I bet we get 5 different answers. I truly believe that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, because, look, jocks down there would say Alabama, I bet. And the Atlanta station, the game next to us, they'd say Georgia. We would say LSU. So to my point.
There's 5.
I bet the table next to us would say Texas.
Like, with very real expectations that, I don't think every team out there talks about, and we brought this up with the Jeff Levy interview, like having realistic expectations. I don't know if every single year there's 5 or 6 teams that realistically think that they can actually compete and win an SEC championship.
Right.
But that is real this year, and that's why we're so hopeful for LSU.
Yeah.
And because I think they got the best chance at it with the leadership they have, what they're returning, really a quarterback that has proved it. There's a lot of question marks at quarterback. Now, these question marks in the SEC at quarterback might pan out. All of them pan out to be great. But you don't know that. There's question marks. I'll take the proven commodity in the NFL readiness that is Garrett Nussmeier.
Where are you at right now?
Let me tell you this little story.
Okay.
A little tidbit. Been a while since I've seen Kirby Smart. And we talked about he was an assistant safeties coach when we were at LSU in 2000. 3 and 4, I believe.
Yeah, I know 4 for sure when I was
4
there.
for sure. I can't remember if he was there for 3. But anyway, it's been a long time since I've seen him. I think highly of him. One of the best coaches in college football. I mean, what a job he's done. So I was really looking forward to just like seeing him again, shaking his hand, but man, you know, tell him how proud of you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Got to see him yesterday. Met him right behind the urinals in the bathroom.
No, you didn't.
I did. I went to the bathroom. I wasn't trying to. Like, I didn't follow him in the bathroom. I had to pee. You already brought up my old man bladder.
Yep.
Uber hydrated. But I go, and he's, just getting done, washing the old hands.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Kirby, what's up, dude? And he's like, oh, Matt, what's up, dude? How you doing? And I was like, man,
you didn't have to tell him your name?
No. And then I was like, man, this is awkward. I did not want to see you at the urinals, but here we are, and let's just go with it.
Yeah.
And it's not the best smelling bathroom ever. There's a lot of people that kind of go in and out, but
So that was right in here.
Yeah, that was right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you said hello to him though.
Yeah, and it was one of those, we both felt comfortable with the bathroom handshake because I was just walking in. He had just washed his hands and dried them off, so we both felt comfortable with the bathroom. Bathroom handshakes are always a weird, proposition. You don't really know what process they're at. It was clear and definitive. Little handshake, chatted it up for about 45 seconds to a minute, which you can't really do much longer than that in a bathroom.
You can't. Yeah, then it gets awkward.
People are like, excuse me, I got to get to the sink. I just peed.
It's like, hey, wait, me and Kirby Smart are here, pal. Go find another one.
A couple of
find a porta potty.
Couple of commode flushes in the background. It's just, it's not the best situation. Not where I drew it up.
All right.
But, good to connect with the old ball coach.
Yeah. Well, what'd he say when you told him you were in sports media? Because he called me. He's like, man, why'd you do that? You big dummy.
I told him I'd been working with you, and he's like, yeah, I see. Because he brought up, I see Hester a bunch and blah, blah, blah. He's like, man, I'm just, proud of blah, 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 all this stuff.
Yeah.
And, we're just catching up stuff. He's like, I was like, yeah, so I'm working with Hester now. He's like, oh, all right. Well,
big gulps, huh?
Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.
Man.
Very memorable. I'm sure he'll remember it forever.
It is. So, it is wild for us. Y'all have to understand, when Matt says, he was, the assistant DB's coach. And I told the story yesterday, I'm in that room and, Nick Saban's actually running the tape, coaching the DBs, and then Kirby's sitting behind him kind of taking notes. And, so for us, not that we didn't think he was a great coach. You could tell he was going to be a great coach. He was a great coach. But, for us to see him from where we saw him in 2004 at LSU just being, an assistant DB coach to, I don't think we can argue this, right now the current best coach in college football.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, he's earned those stripes. There's some people that want to contend for that honor and have the record to probably back it up, but he's earned the stripes, man. I mean, when you think of that, Kirby Smart is the probably the rated best coach in college football.
It's got to be cool for Kirby too to do it at a place where he was he's a good player. He was a star of his teams when he was there. When you go back and you go back home, whatever home is, it does bring expectations. It does bring the fear of failure maybe a little bit more because you don't want to mess up home. But also it makes you so prideful in a way that you don't want to let home down.
Yeah.
And you could be like, well, why wouldn't you work the same? In your mind, you are working the same sometimes. It's just when I talk about when you're playing directional school U compared to when you're playing Georgia or Florida or whoever. In your mind, you're preparing for little state U as much as you are big state U, right? You're doing the same things each and every day, but you're not. There's a little bit more you're doing each and every day. But you think you are. You know what I'm saying? You're going through the motions.
And it's subconscious. You're trying.
Yeah.
You're saying the things.
Right.
And that's what but a good coach can kind of motivate you a little bit more to kind of push it.
Yeah, so for Kirby, if he was at Auburn, he'd be doing all the things.
Right.
But when he's at Georgia, he's just going to do a little bit more of the things. Even if he doesn't know it, just because of where it is and what it means to him.
And you talk about it too, when you getting recruited, staying in states, playing for your state school, playing at LSU, you go there, have success, man, you're a made man like that.
Yeah.
It means so much more when somebody in state goes there, does things the right way, and has success. The same with him. He goes back home to Georgia, all the success in the world. he's got the longest leash you could ever have. Like, he is like, you go there and don't have success, it's one thing. But if you do have success, I mean, it just means that much more to your fan base.
All right, as I said, it is Alabama, Florida, Mississippi State, Oklahoma. We've already caught up with a couple of a coach and a player from Mississippi State. We've talked a little Alabama. I do want to hit the other teams, Florida, Oklahoma. We'll start that process when we come back here. It is OTB on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
Go to PelicanRoof.com. PelicanRoof.com is the website for Pelican Roofing. It is truly in Lafayette and Baton Rouge, the go-to place. You don't want to trust us? You should. We're telling you the truth. But look at the homepage of PelicanRoof.com. You'll see all the 5-star reviews, and not from like just one place. You'll see it from Google. You'll see it from Facebook. You'll see it from Yelp. You'll see 3 different services with 5-star reviews. That's what you get with Pelican Roofing. Instant roof quote right there, top right corner of the website. Go there today, PelicanRoof.com.
Okay, we get it. Getting a new roof, having to replace a roof is a huge deal. I mean, it's a big deal. Just emotionally, but financially. They can help you with financing. Go to their website, see their financing options, 0% up to 21 months for qualified buyers. Get that process started today. Get a new roof, protect your family, protect your home, PelicanRoof.com.
Live from the 2025 SEC Football Media Days, powered by Parish Construction and Roofing. Enter now for your chance to win $10,000 cash at parishbuilt.com. Our coverage is also presented by Rev and Relief Windows. Relief Windows.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Our guy Chris Marler down there.
Just
LouisianaSports.net. He has had his hand up and his arm up for 3
days. 3 days. He is the kid in class. He's the kid holding it up.
Kalen.
Oh, what?
Actually, Marler didn't have a redneck accent. That's just me.
Well, he's got the 2 fingers up like, hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Hey, say now.
Say now.
Yeah, see if Marlon can get his question in there, too.
Hey, but Marlon's been crushing it with the questions. I was in there the other day when Shane Beamer was talking, and there was probably 4 or 5 questions before he got his. And then just a straight response. He asked his questions.
Yeah.
And boom, he got a good question. Hey, good question. Thank you. So
yeah.
I texted the group. I said, put him on the scoreboard. He's on. Marler is on it. Good for him. I still hadn't gotten my question in down there. I don't really
You've
want to.
gone every day, though, hadn't you?
I've gone every day, not to every single press conference, but I've gone to multiple just to kind of see what it's all about.
Anybody kind of stand out to you as far as the coaches? You're like, okay, yeah, I get it. I get why the team follows that guy.
I like Shane Beamer.
Yeah,
I liked hearing him talk. He was a dude, and I am kind of nervous this year about South Carolina because of Lenora Sellers. Like we were in a group last night. I think it was at a dinner or was it we were having some Dos Equis? I can't remember, but we were talking about like of all the players that have walked through here, there's one guy that just looks a little different than everybody. Lenora Sellers looks like that dude.
Yeah.
Like walking around, and not from like a confidence, just a physical.
It's a
like
unit.
he walks, he carries a presence with him because he is a unit. So he's one of these guys that I fear could take that next type greatness step in his quarterback play. I'm not going to say I hope not, but like because I think he's a good kid, right? Yeah, but LSU does play him, so he's one of those guys that I certainly have my eyeball on, and I know everybody else does too. I mean, he's on the list, right? He's on that preseason list for the Heisman, blah blah blah. But like because of the potential, but I think just hearing Shane Beamer talk about him, hearing kind of the responses and just seeing him walk around, it's like, man, this dude has the potential and the mindset to be absolutely dangerous this season.
So when I look at South Carolina, I start talking about Lenore Sellers. If he's in the Heisman conversation in November, South Carolina's in the playoff conversation.
Yeah, that's a great point.
If he's not, they're not. Like, and I don't want to like.
I mean, that's a great point. But
I don't want to make it like individual.
Yeah.
But with his case, like he doesn't have the weapons that LSU does. He doesn't have Auburn has better weapons. Like I think if you're looking at just the weapons, now they don't have the quarterback, but they've got the weapons.
And
Texas
Auburn's going to have a really good offensive line,
yeah.
too.
So, like, Texas has better – we could go down the list of who has better weapons. Like, you could go to a casual South Carolina fan. Hell, I'd go down that crowd right now, and I'd see somebody that covers another team. Like, hey, give me South Carolina's top 2 receivers. They'd struggle.
Yeah. It's like asking me about any team. They're a bunch of me's down there when it comes to South Carolina.
You said it.
Yep.
Not me.
Hey, we're learning.
But my point is, like, it's Lenore Sellers. Like, Rocket Sanders was great last year. He's not, like, Rocket Sanders isn't there anymore. Like, it's going to be, Bennett and Harbor and those guys that have been okay, and they've been, like, nice pieces. Like, now they have to be the main piece. They got to be up on the mantle.
Yep.
And for Lenore Sellers, he did it last year a lot by himself, but he's going to do it again.
And he's going to have to make people around him elevate their play, which, look, I think that it could happen. I think that program has the right mindset. I think that program has great leadership. Did it just get way louder on this microphone?
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know what happened there.
A lot of white noise in the background.
Yeah, I don't know how we get rid of that. We'll try to. There we go.
All right.
I don't know what got hit there.
What do Rivers do?
I don't know. I was looking at the chat when they were asking, is this Zen or Icebreakers? And Alondra knows her host pretty well. She's like, if it's Jake, it's Icebreakers. That's what it is. It's Icebreakers. It's not a Zen.
You didn't want to be Zen.
Oh, hey, let's turn Cole Cubelic up here. Hey, bud.
There's an accusation floating around
at
media days that I'm a bully.
Yeah, a little bit. Flynn was just saying, and like, he's like, man, I think Jocks actually gets a lot of the guys because Cole's like, hey, bud, sit.
Yeah, I saw a player
young
walking
man,
by and you're like, hey, take a seat. I was like, hey, respect to that.
Is that bully or is that relationship?
Yeah,
or,
both.
Or is that maneuvering?
It's a little bit of both.
No, the word bully never came.
Bully didn't come.
She's a bully.
Bully did not come.
I was saying,
Riz putting that word in your mouth. That's not good. I was like, I'm
I think
accused
it
of
was
being a
just
bully?
assertive. I think that's what Flynn said. Assertive.
I like that. Okay.
Like, hey,
I like that.
my
Put
guy,
Cole on the corner
random
there.
athlete, sit down.
Yep.
Matt, you're gonna have to learn. You just act like you know the guys and you've been here before, and you say, excuse me, next. And then the players don't know what to do. That's the thing.
Yeah,
They've never done this.
Yep.
So half of these guys have never been here before, so they'll just look at you and say, oh, this guy looks like he knows what he's doing. I better sit down or I'm going to get in trouble. So, yeah.
And then the handler's walking around like, hey, where's my guy? Oh, he's a Cole. Got it. Cole got him locked up.
Hey, guys. Okay, we got it. We're winding it. We asked him one question. Okay, give me a second.
I know. And there's some people that do the wind up that are a little scarier than others, like Catherine, who is Greg Sankey's.
No, that's one you don't ignore.
Like,
when
you don't
you start
ignore
getting
her.
that wind up, you just okay, Commissioner. Like I've cut him off and said, we're done.
Yeah.
Catherine needs you to go.
I have to. Like, Catherine's looking at me through those glasses, and we got to get out of here.
You're out.
Yeah.
You're done.
You'll see.
All right, fair
You'll
enough.
see that. How's the week going, bud?
It's good. It's draining. I don't know why this one's making me more tired than the others.
Yeah,
but
we were
it is.
talking about that walking in. Cole and I walking together. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but this year's just.
Well, Cole,
I turned 40.
You're nonstop, man. You're here all day
too much.
recording
Yeah, it's too much.
lives. I mean, you're a hard. I don't see anybody harder working than you.
Greg's like, what'd you think about that swing off in the All-Star game last night? I said, I was asleep. I had no idea what you're talking about. I missed it. I didn't see it.
You know who we haven't seen here grinding and getting recordings? Greg, his partner.
He's too busy being on TV. Yeah, that's right.
It's very important.
Tell me a couple of guys that have just impressed you as a human being, as a teammate, and just the interview process. Well, give me a couple of guys that have stood out to you.
Here?
Yeah.
This year, Arch Manning, number one. And I think that we spent a lot of time talking about the circus that's with him and everything going on around him. I don't think we've given him enough credit for how he's managed this. His parents deserve a ton of credit. He has a lot of advantages with his grandfather, his uncles, obviously. But we just don't give him enough credit because think about how easy this would be to go to his head and how easy this would be for him to just be on cloud nine and be better than everybody else. And the stories about carrying other people's pads at practice and then just being a good teammate. And he was having fun yesterday, too. I talked to him for a few minutes downstairs, and he was enjoying this, and I thought that was cool to see because I do think there's a part of him that we had a TV meeting with him last year, and you could tell he was annoyed by it. Like walking in, you could tell he was like, I don't want to do this. This is dumb. Why am I doing this? I'm not their real starter. I'm filling in for Quinn, who's hurt. You could tell that was his mindset, which is great. But once we got him going, he was fun. He was energetic. He was cool. So I was really impressed with him. trying to think just other player-wise.
I thought Texas, all three. I think all three of the Texas guys.
Michael Taft with the tie and what he's doing for the folks in Texas, that's incredible. Like just to have that thought and to want to make that statement at media days was unbelievable. That's the kind of human being he is, and that nothing else needs to be said about him. That makes me want to watch him play football. Yeah. That makes me want to, like, when I watch Texas play, I will hope that Taft gets an interception. Like that's what he is to me now. Yeah. Like he won me over, no doubt.
I am the same way. LSU guys, since we're here in Baton Rouge, what you think about the LSU guys?
Love talking to Nuss. He said that mobility and movement has been a priority for him. Yeah. Which I'll be honest, I've been hard on him.
Right.
I'm like, dude, you can move in the pocket. Like, I know your tackles are really good, but it's okay to just go a little bit left and then throw the ball away. Or when you go way left and there's not a defender within 30 yards, just walk for 5 yards. Right. We don't even have to sprint. Just walk for 5. And then he said that's been an emphasis for his game. And then there have been discussions about actually handing the ball off.
Yeah. We talked about that. Yeah. We talked about that.
Potentially deciding to do that. And
yeah,
that has to happen if LSU wants to get to where they want to go.
100%.
And there's a lot of noise from the LSU fan base. Like, they'd watch a game. They're like, just pull it one time and run it on the zone read. And my argument to that's like, I get what you're saying because I see the same things, y'all. If he pulled it, he'd make 5-6 yards, whatever it is. Like, but it's Garrett Nussmeier. Like, you don't run a zone read with Tom Brady back there, right? Like, just don't run the zone read.
No, but I'll equate it to this. Well, first I would say with him, I don't think you have to have that kind of an offense. And with Jarrett Stidham at Auburn, they didn't need that kind of offense either. But Gus Malzahn was going to run it.
Right.
He would pull one every now and then and just, I don't want to call it running, but moving.
I don't want to call what he was doing
moving a little more rapidly, and all of a sudden
his arms and legs would go into motion.
4 yards, 8 yards, and just what that does to the defense, I think, is necessary at times. I really do believe that.
How did we get a chance to get you off air this long?
Well, Kalen DeBoer's at the podium, man.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I mean, I could have gotten you a chair.
I need to stretch. I need to get up and move around. Our listeners need everything Kalen's going to say.
So. We didn't.
He was impressive today talking to him. I love Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah.
Like,
so you and I, we actually covered the game together. The Sugar Bowl where they beat Texas in the semifinal, and so we did get a chance to get to know him and his team a little bit, and he was incredible with us. I just don't think a lot of fans realize how good of a coach he is. And we were talking about his record. It's like 113-12. Still, right? It's like he knows how to win games. It doesn't matter what level, because he had those level of players himself. He was 9-3 last year. Like, Rome is not burning. Like, they have a chance to figure it out this year. And the expectation is what it is. You're following Nick Saban. We all get that. But I always love the fact that he said, I'll follow Nick Saban. Not a lot of people do that. He doesn't
shy away from it. He knows what it is. He welcomed all the pressure that was going to come with it, and I think that's his confidence that he has. I actually think that he's excited about the team this year as opposed to some of the players.
Yeah.
And I think last year he had some excitement about some of the players, but he didn't really know what kind of a team he had. I think now he knows he has more of a team. Would he like to have Tyler Booker back? Absolutely. Would he like to have a couple of guys that maybe hit the portal still there, like a Kendrick Law, who's one of the best blocking receivers I've ever seen? Sure. Would he like to have those 2 tight ends back?
For sure.
I know he would, because we talked to him about it on the show today. Yeah. Yes. But I think he understands now they're probably going to be more capable operating their offense than they were a year ago. He didn't say that. I believe that, and he alluded to some things around that. So I think their offense has a chance to be a lot better without a quarterback that runs 23 miles an hour. So, they're going to know when to get – that offense is know where to go and get the ball out. And if you can do that, it's going to have success.
Is there anything that Kalen DeBoer can do at Alabama this season short of, like, making a Final Four or winning an SEC championship that the fans are going to be like, yep, that was a successful season for us?
Not those fans, no.
Yeah.
No.
It's kind of like
there's very few of those fans, Matt, that will sit back and say, oh, yeah, we got to the playoffs. That was a good year. That's just not a real thing with them.
We tried hard.
That Rose Bowl game that was a failure to them.
Yeah.
And it didn't help when the quarterback from the previous year, when they won the SEC but didn't win the national championship, came back and said, last year was a failure, and that's how I view it.
Yeah.
I mean, Bryce Young sat down with us at Media Days. He was actually right over there. And he was like, last year was a failure. And I was like, dude, don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on. You had a hell of a year last year. Y'all won the SEC. Like, don't say that.
Is there some Alabama fans, Cole, that no matter what he does, one, he's not Nick Saban, and two, he's not from the area? And you know what I mean? Like, he's he's not from the Southeast. He didn't grow up in the SEC. He didn't go to, coaching SEC teams. Like,
he ain't
kinda
built by Bama.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
You guys know that it's amazing how quickly it can shift.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of those conversations after the season, a lot of those conversations when the portal window opened. But you guys are probably, I know you guys don't follow it, like we don't really follow it, but you've seen what's been happening in that program the last month and a half.
Yeah.
5-star, 5-star, 5-star.
Right.
All of a sudden, he's right back on par with Nick Saban.
Right.
So glad we got him.
Yeah.
Man, that guy can coach. He can coach, man. That's our guy. That's our guy. It's like, he hadn't coached anybody. He just recruited some kids, But, like, that's how, it can nosedive in a minute, and it can escalate through the roof in the next minute. It's just that's where they are.
He knew what he was getting into there, right? When he signed that
there's
contract.
no doubt.
Yeah,
I think he does a very good job of blocking a lot of that out.
Yeah.
He doesn't see it. He doesn't hear it. He knows what the job is.
Yeah.
But all the peripheral BS, he doesn't let that get to him.
All right.
We hadn't a chance real quick to talk to you about Auburn and Hugh Freeze and maybe what they have to do. Like, because, like, look, you know how media day is, Cole. Like, you get here, it's like, how many different people have told me, after 2 years, he's got the same record as Brian Harsin. They tried to have a coup to get Brian Harsin out of town. Like, I've had 17 people on Media Row ask me that question. What is, like, the expectation there, and, like, what does Hugh have to do to maybe quiet some of the noise?
Just win. And I'm beginning to think he has to win the opener. Because I think
that's not an easy one, yeah.
It's not
on the road.
It's actually a really hard one. They're going to This is going to be a blackout. They got billboards all over the place.
Yeah,
they're bringing RG3 and Chip and Joanna Gaines are going to be there. They're talking about it. Like they're blowing this thing
Is
up.
Alvin Flynn, former Baylor quarterback, going to be there?
They're making this game massive. And Greg told me last week at Big 12 Media Days, he was there, that Dave Aranda's like, we know what this is. This SEC team, we know what this can do. We know what this is. I don't think Auburn fans have an appreciation for how good Sawyer Robertson is, for how good that team is. Now you're taking an air raid guy. They're going to keep some of the stretch zone stuff, so they're going to mix and match that. You don't know really what you're going to get from that offense and what it's going to look like. There's a couple week one games. Like, everybody knows Clemson's hard.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, Tennessee, Syracuse, you better be really careful.
I talked about that one yesterday.
Auburn, Baylor, you better be really careful with that game.
Yeah.
So there's a couple early, like Florida is going to be fine. They're playing the Sharks.
Did you know Long Island? Did you know they had? Hand up. I knew they had baseball. New to me that they had football.
They played somebody like 2 years ago, and I remember seeing it. It's the only reason I knew. And the only reason I knew they were the Sharks is because I investigated when I looked at Florida's schedule this year. I think they have to get that game, because if they don't, then I think things start to get, oh man, what's going on? And they start to get a little iffy.
Yeah.
But if he wins a couple of big games and has a positive season, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
If they struggle, not good.
Yeah.
And to your point about Baylor, they ended the season against LSU, so they're certainly not going to back down from SEC.
Look at this.
Lore,
the graphics person didn't even know I was coming on. That's getting it done right there.
How about
Seriously.
that? Shout out to Taylor back in the studio.
Taylor, good job having a mind and thinking for yourself.
He also said, can we get my guy a chair?
No, I'm good. I actually need to squat down like this and stretch the legs.
Saigon squat.
Yeah.
Hey, we just found out yesterday.
Well, this knee doesn't go all the way. We have we don't have deflection in this knee.
Yeah, we get that. Yeah,
we found out yesterday that you share our passion with sports cards.
Yeah.
And I was pretty fired up to hear about this.
Yeah,
but tell us what's the best card that you what's your like
his
you
grail.
look at your grail.
My grail that I own is a Lou Alcindor rookie.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I haven't gotten it graded, so I'm kind of afraid to get it graded because I'm afraid it's going to come back like a 2 or a 3, and I'll just be really bummed.
Yeah.
But I have one. And then one, I just showed you guys yesterday, the signed Joe Thomas, the T, the H, the O, the M, the A, and the S, all signed by him. I have the patch cards of his last name because now I just do O-line cards. I do have a 1-of-1 Superfractor Jason Kelsey, which is probably going to be in there also.
Cool.
So, and then I have, you guys will love this one. I need to show you a picture of this one. My favorite card that I have, because the Lou Alcindor is cool, but my favorite card, because it was my team, and I've told you stories about him in college before and how he was presented to us. I have a Nike swoosh patch.
Yeah.
1 of 2 Alan Faneca signed.
Oh, let's go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Our listeners will appreciate that.
Faneca was my guy with the Steelers, and when I was in college, we would watch LSU's offense
Yeah.
against other defense, and Rick Trickett would say,
Rick Trickett.
Why can't y'all do what Panic is doing right here? Look at this guy. He's just walking
Just do
about the
that.
hole. Why can't you do this, Cubelic, you sorry son of a... Hey, look at him. He's 7 yards down the field. And I was like, Coach, God made one of those. I wasn't it. I wasn't it. I wish I could do those things.
Yeah, like Coach, he's
too good.
Pro Football Hall of Famer. I like you
know,
can kind of tell that pretty early.
He's got more gifts than I do.
I'm
That's
jealous.
okay.
I'm jealous that he has that card and I don't.
Dude, it's sweet.
I'm jealous.
It's sweet. I love
That's
Faneca,
sweet.
man.
Cole, you're the man. We
Love you
appreciate
guys.
it. Thanks for Give us a couple minutes. Love you, brother.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Sorry for no chair.
Yeah,
Fine.
sorry for the no
I
chair.
didn't expect
and
to
sorry
have
that
one.
you have to go
And
wax
I
poetic
appreciate
about Alabama.
that you didn't actually call me a bully, and that Rivs just made that up.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
100%. We said assertive. All right, there he
Assertive
is,
in a
our guy,
great way.
Cole Cubelic, good enough to join us here. While Kalen DeBoer was on the podium, they were carrying that, and look, he could have sat there and twiddled his thumbs and taken a breath because he hadn't done that yet here this week. But he was good enough to come join us and do a Saigon squat.
I understand, like, because he had the one knee up because the one's a little bit side. I get that, 100%.
Yeah.
Especially in the mornings. Those knees get a little tricky. Cole's the man, though.
Yeah, and
I thought we were calling him a bully.
yeah, that was not said. We said he's being assertive, basically, and like saying, hey, Johnny, sit down.
Yep.
Sit.
Because he's right on the corner where
He is.
everybody
So
has
that's
to walk
that's
by.
where we were.
And he looks intimidated. He looks like he's in charge. So
Yeah, he
they're
played offensive line in the SEC.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll sit down.
So that's where we were like 3 years ago,
Okay.
whenever it was here. So we were on that corner, and actually Jocks was here. So we kind of just maybe every other time they're going to switch us. That corner right there, you can stop them. It's okay though. We had a Shreveport Evangel guest on, so we're good.
Next.
Greg Sankey coming up in like 20 minutes.
Let's go.
We'll take a
Greg.
break.
What do you want us to ask Greg? Nothing about football.
Hey, that's a great idea. Shoot us some questions.
Yep.
Again, know thy show, know thyself, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know thyself, right? Other shows are going to get hey, so tell us about the state of college football and
Yeah.
where we're headed.
Don't
I've got that answer in the can. 17,000 people have asked him that
Don't ask
here this week.
Expect us to ask about, expansion, playoff expansion,
probably not gonna
conference
happen.
expansion.
That's
whatever.
probably not going to happen either. But we'll ask some fun questions, so get those fun
Hey,
questions
Greg,
inside.
why is
the
it
Bay
Notre
Fort
Dame
chat.
at a conference? That sucks, huh?
Actually, I'd like for you to ask him that. That
Okay.
actually would be a lot of fun. All right, more OTB when we come back. 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
I think this is where we're supposed to go here. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. That is the website. If you are buying new, if you are leasing, if you are renting, everything is available. A lot of times when you're buying new, everybody's got all of their fleet. Duh. But if you're leasing, it's like, okay, we got one option in each category. Well, everything in All-Star. When you're renting, they might have like 3 to choose from. Sedan, SUV, truck. And truck's even hard. That's not the case over at All-Star. Everything is always available, buying new, leasing, and renting. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Go to the website right now. If you're kind of wondering, like, the car I'm driving in right now, like, what's it worth? Well, go start that trade-in process. See what the value of your car is and how you can trade it in for a brand new car. So go check them out today. See how they can help you. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Live from the 2025 SEC Football Media Days, powered by Parish Construction and Roofing. Enter now for your chance to win $10,000 cash at parishbuilt.com. Our coverage is also presented by Rev and Relief Windows.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here in hour number 2. To kick off hour number 3, we are going to be joined by the commissioner of the Southeastern Conference, Greg Sankey. Looking forward to that conversation. Right now, it's all about Alabama here. You see right across. Actually, you can't see because Moscona decided to turn the camera towards the same 3 trophies every day. But if the camera was flipped, which hopefully it will be tomorrow, we didn't have time to do it today, you'll see. You got Deontay Lawson set to go here. I think he's going to go on the podium here coming up pretty soon. It is going to be Florida and Oklahoma in the afternoon. Florida and Oklahoma, 2 of the teams that we've talked about. They've got quarterbacks that people are excited about. I want to see both these guys in person. I don't want to be like the Roy D. Mercer. How big a boy are you? Mm-hmm. But I want to size them up a little bit. Because you mentioned Lenore Sellers. I'm like, Yeah, that guy looks smart. Yep.
Right.
I want to see Lagway. I want to see John Mateer. They're probably the two I'm most intrigued by, just to kind of see their stature and how they carry themselves and how they walk into a room.
Yeah, we got two teams, Alabama and Florida, both bringing 2 linemen of their 3 players that they brought. So we're showing a little grit today. Yeah. Alabama, their quarterback situation, Ty Simpson, Austin Mack, Keelan Russell, so they chose not to bring quarterback. Only I think one of 2 teams this week that's not bringing a quarterback. What we talked about that yesterday. I think that every team should be required to bring a quarterback just for the sake of a storyline over here, and just kind of see him. But what do you think about their quarterback room?
Some media member just tripped down there.
No, are you serious? A good one?
And he got back up. It's a good question that you just asked. But he just tripped the guy in the green polo right there that's racing the camera up.
Wait, Matt, on the left?
Matt.
On the left over there?
Yes. This man was trying to get, oh, my God. He was trying to get the perfect spot, and I think his chin hit the ground first.
No.
And
it was a good fall, too.
And he's trying to play it off. Oh, my gosh. All right, sorry. Repeat your question.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember. Can you stand up and, give us a little demonstration?
No.
He fell forward?
He had the camera, and so he saved the camera. So he has this very expensive camera, and you can tell. So he's trying to walk around. He's got it over his head, and he's trying to take pictures. And then
it's this guy in the back right here?
Yeah, you see him?
Younger guy?
Yeah. And he got clipped. And I'm pretty sure his chin hit the ground first.
That is fantastic.
Oh, my gosh.
Someone's got to have that on
somebody. I'm trying to look now.
You think Marler caught it?
No. I wonder where Marler is out there.
He's over there. I see him over there. I was just asking you about their
quarterback room.
Yeah, so, it's one of, I think, 2 teams, I believe, one of 3 teams. No, there's, goodness gracious.
That didn't bring the quarterback?
Tomorrow, there's only 1 quarterback here.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, but the
only one today not bringing the quarterback.
Yeah, but the other one's Kentucky's Zach Calzada, okay. He's been in the SEC before. For Missouri, they've got a quarterback that transferred in from Penn State. He's going to be the guy. Everybody knows he's the guy. Texas A&M's a question mark. Marcel Reed not being here. But for Alabama, it's a different one because – why is Ty Simpson not here? Oh, because he hasn't separated himself. And I think Ty Simpson, I think Mack, who –
Austin Mack, 6'6", transfer from Washington.
So, when I think of Mack, and I was about to say, he's a transfer – but he's a transfer from them.
From him,
He's a transfer from
he's got recruited
DeBoer and Ryan Grubb, who's now the offensive coordinator after coming back from being with the Seahawks. He's got a chance. And I know, we're just Ty Simpson. And, look, Keelan Russell's a 5-star guy. He'll have some plays, but I don't think he's going to be the starter. Mack's the guy to watch.
Yeah.
Because when you accept a transfer from a guy that you recruited, it was a big get for Washington at the time, too.
It says something that he's going to go across the country. And for Kalen to continue to recruit him and be like, all right, that's a dude that I liked what he did in high school. I liked what he did at Washington, and I'm going to get him to come to the University of Alabama and compete for the job. He did not get him to come over here without the promise of go win the job.
Yeah,
it's out. You're not going to get the first look,
right?
But go win it. Take it. Make my decision easy. That's what coaches always said during quarterback competitions.
Yeah,
make my decision easy.
Yeah,
don't make me have to make a tough decision. I want somebody to go out there and win it. So.
Right.
To me, when you don't bring a quarterback to this thing, it's that message is out there.
All right, we'll take our final break of hour number 2. We got Greg Sankey joining us in about 10 minutes from now. More OTB when we jump back here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Centralplumbing.org is the website for, you guessed it, Central Plumbing. But if you hear Central and you think only in Central, that is not the case. They are in the entire greater Baton Rouge area. If you're looking to upgrade at your home, at your business, big, small, everywhere in between, if it's just, hey, I just need a new vanity, I just need a new sink, I want some new tile in the shower, yeah. But if you own a business, even downtown, you need a whole floor. You've got 5 restrooms in your business. They can come in and they can do that as well. This is no mom and pop. This is the best in Baton Rouge, centralplumbing.org.
Yeah, let me tell you, anything, whether it's residential, commercial, they can do anything. They've helped me with a commode that was stopped up and wasn't running properly. Or at my factory, they've completely outfitted the entire food and beverage factory with water lines, gas lines, everything. They can literally do it all. Go see them today. CentralPlumbing.org.
Live from the 2025 SEC Football Media Days, powered by Parish Construction and Roofing. Enter now for your chance to win $10,000 cash at parishbuilt.com. Our coverage is also presented by Rev and Relief Windows.
All right, welcome back in. It is going to be a short segment. I do apologize. We went long.
Less than a minute.
We didn't anticipate Cole Cubelic coming and having time to take a breath, much less to join us for like 12 minutes. So we do appreciate Cole hopping on with us. But as I said, at some point here in this third hour, I hadn't seen him yet, but we're going to be joined by Commissioner Greg Sankey, Commissioner, of course, of the SEC, and keep getting those questions in. Some great questions inside the Bayou Ford chat there. We're just going to have fun with the commissioner, man. We're going to let him let loose and allow his personality, which he's got a great big personality to kind of show through, kind of talk about some things maybe outside of courtrooms and outside of things called transfer portal and NIL and state of college football. So looking forward to that conversation. And we still have Florida and Oklahoma still set to join us here in Atlanta. So hopefully we can kind of break down some of those teams and players as well. But stay locked in here. We will be back kicking off hour number 3 with the commissioner of the Southeastern Conference, Greg Sankey, right here at 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, go to yourgoodwood.com. Yourgoodwood.com is the website for Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Right there in the bottom right corner of the website, you can book your consultation. We say it every single day. If you have an issue, if you're dealing with something, why would you continue to deal with it? You shouldn't. You should go get an answer to your question, and that's what you can get over at yourgoodwood.com. You can also give them a call, 225-4GD-WOOD.
YourGoodwood.com. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. We have these human bodies, and stuff happens every now. Sometimes you got to get a tune-up. Go see them. Go call them. Go visit them. Just have them check. Ask questions. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Go fix a problem if it is there. The science is there. The technology is there. Go see them. No excuses. YourGoodwood.com.